It's often not easy to figure out what our cats want to tell us, because they communicate in a completely different way than we humans do. But there are many solutions to help us better understand our cats, despite their different language, and thus meet their needs. In this video, you will learn how to interpret cat language. More than just meowing. It's no secret that cats like to meow to tell us something. But our furry friends have much more to offer than just a simple meow, because they have many different ways of expressing themselves through their sounds. Some cats love to chat all day long, while others are rather quiet and make hardly any sounds. But all the same, let's start with meowing. Meowing is the classic form of cat communication, and is really only used to communicate with us humans. Since kittens learn from their mothers that they only have to meow when they're thirsty, for example, this behavior is engraved in their memory, so they meow at us humans as soon as they want something from us. Meowing can have different tones and mean completely different things. An exuberant meow means that your cat is glad to see you. This often happens when you come home. If your cat meows loudly and energetically, they're hungry or want to play with you. If the meow sounds more tortured and whiny, it sounds like something is missing. However, pain can also be the cause of these whiny meows. Hissing. Cats normally avoid confrontation, but sometimes it's unavoidable. If, for example, your cat feels threatened by you because you get too close at the wrong time, they may quickly hiss at you. In this case, the hiss is a warning sound to make it clear that you're about to cross a line. You should take this warning seriously and back off, otherwise, your cat may move to the second step and attack you. Purring. Most cat owners believe that their cat only purrs when they're absolutely comfortable. In most cases, this is true, as purring is your cat's way of telling you that they like to be petted or are happy to be around you. Since purring has a relaxing effect, cats also use whole-body vibration to calm themselves in stressful situations. Purring has been shown to promote healing and have a calming effect on the cat, especially in cases of severe pain. So, if your cat suddenly starts purring for some inexplicable reason, you should always be alert and find out if they may be stressed or sick. Screaming and howling. These sounds are clearly distinguishable from normal cat meows. If your cat suddenly starts howling, they probably need your help. Thus, this type of communication is a clear request for help from your cat, and you should get to the bottom of the matter as soon as possible. It's possible that your cat has been hurt or is in a lot of pain. Sometimes, however, it's simply a moment of fright that causes a cat to scream loudly, such as when fireworks explode. Another situation in which cats may howl a lot is when something goes absolutely wrong for them, for example, when they are put in a carrier or given medication. Cooing. You heard right, not only pigeons, but also cats can coo. Surely you've heard this funny sound from your cat before. It sounds like a mixture of purring and meowing. Normally, cats coo when they feel very comfortable with us. Especially when they're happy about something, like playing and frolicking, we can hear this sound more often in our kittens. However, a cat's cooing may also indicate that they want your attention, which, depending on the situation, could be an invitation to play, feed or pet them. But be careful, sometimes, cooing can also mean that your cat is scared and don't know what's going on around them. The best example of this is the cooing when a cat has just been awakened from sleep by someone, resulting from the brief moment of fright. Understanding body language easily. Our cats try to express themselves not only through sounds, but also through their facial expressions and gestures. If you know how to interpret them, you will soon become a real cat expert, because there is nothing more important than correctly interpreting your cat's movements, gestures, and mannerisms, so that you can then react appropriately. Tail position. The position of your cat's tail reveals a lot about their mood. Cats use their tails to communicate with other cats from a distance. But our four-legged friends also tell us humans a lot of information with the position of their tails. For example, If your cat's tail looks like an exclamation point and is only slightly curved upward, it's a sure sign that your cat is in a good mood and happy to see you. On the contrary, a highly curved tail with the tip pointing downward indicates that your cat is anxious. In this case, you should not get too close to your cat, as they'll feel threatened and will defend themselves in case of emergency. But a tail tucked under the body is also always a sign of fear. On the other hand, a bristly tail, with your cat's fur raised, usually occurs in contact with other animals to impress and possibly intimidate them. Looks. The eyes of our pets also have great meaning, because it is also true for cats that a look often says more than 1,000 words. Unlike humans, a cat does not consider eye contact that lasts too long to be positive. If you stare at your cat for too long, they may feel threatened because they think you're up to no good. Thus, you should never stare at your cat. If, on the other hand, you look into their eyes for a moment and blink, you're clearly showing them that you come with peaceful intentions and that they shouldn't be afraid of you. If they blink back at you, the ice between you has been broken, because they want to tell you that they like you and that you two are definitely friends. Ears. Not only are the tail and eyes important for communication, but also the ears. Our kitten's ears consist of a total of 32 muscles per ear, which allows them to turn them in all directions in a matter of seconds. The position of your cat's ears changes depending on their mood. For example, ears that point upwards are a sign of great attention. Perhaps your cat wants to go hunting because they've heard a noise nearby. However, they may also simply want to play with you or feel comfortable next to you. This ear position should be considered positive in general. If, on the other hand, the tips of the ears point outward, something is probably wrong with your kitty, as this ear position indicates a slightly aggressive attitude. If the ears point back, this is a clear attack position, so you should definitely back off now. Ears to the side, on the contrary, are always a sign of fear, the cause of which you should find out as soon as possible. It's important to observe your cat carefully to correctly interpret their sounds, as well as their facial expressions and gestures, and to be able to attend to all their needs in the best possible way. Now you know how to identify if your cat is afraid based on their body language. But do you know what cats are afraid of? Click on the image to the right to find out which 10 fears every cat has. Or would you like to know how your cat shows you that they're in pain, while you often ignore the more or less obvious signs? Then click on the image to the right to watch our corresponding video.